tried to work out when it's going to be at its slackest, and that's then, and it's just going to build and build and build. So if we get round there now, go through it at this time, the wind's behind us, which is good. We don't want a wind over tide situation, and the tide is also at the slackest, so it should be at its calmest. So that's what we're aiming for, and then we basically sail straight across the bay towards Torquay. I think it's Lyme Bay, this one. So wind's behind us, or on these sorts of angles most of the way, and yeah, by the time we'll be tucking.
So this is the East Channel. Some people refer to it as the South Channel, but there is another entrance just over here which is actually known as the South Channel, and that is closed at the moment. So when you're in leisure, you want to go in to the North Channel, which is up here. However, you can request to come in and out of here if you radio the harbour master. We've heard a few people doing that this morning. We didn't bother, we just came out the route you're supposed to come out. There are a lot of cruise ships that do come in and out of here. We filmed one leaving this morning. So yeah, you do need to be careful. There is supposed to be traffic lights, which I think are actually just on top of that batten. So if they are green, something's coming out. If they're red, something's coming in. And if they're flashing, you need to stay clear. No one's allowed in and out of the harbour because there's been some sort of accident or incident or something along those lines. Loads of pot markers around here as well, so suggest just give it a wide berth. Loads and loads of little fishing boats. But to be fair, they are quite close to the breaker.
So we've sailed out of the harbour right down to this corner here, and then we've just completely lost the wind. So we were doing just over 6 knots sailing, come around that corner, and there's absolutely nothing. So we're now just motor sailing. We've still got our main up, we've put the front sail away. We're just looking at these yachts over here, and they seem to be taking this inner route, so we're going to go that way then. Now we're doing 8.2 knots. We've got, I suppose we're about 2,700, so normally we'd be doing about maybe 6 knots at that speed, so we've definitely got a good 2 knots of current at the moment, and it seems to be increasing. We were only doing 7 knots a little while ago, so we're going faster and faster as we get closer to the end here, and you can just see the lighthouse now at the end. This coast is very rocky. We've just gone past the prison. The prison's on the top there. Some nice houses in this bit.
I don't know if you can see, the water is really, really disturbed. It's a little bit worse over there. There's a few pot markers to watch out for, but again we seem to be okay. A little bit further out. This is us rounding the bill.
Big bee.
I'm always amazed at how many bees are out at sea. You don't get any wasps, but big bumblebees, the odd butterfly.
Yeah, you can definitely feel it moving the boat. It's crazy. I mean, this is a slacker time to come through. I bet it's pretty nasty when there's a wind over tide situation, or
I don't think you can really.
Yeah.
I don't think you can really capture it on the camera, but we're having a go.
Which is very disturbed, isn't it?
Yeah. Just on the shore there's a little white building with solar panels. That's a little cafe. You can get ice creams and bowls of chips and stuff from there. It's quite nice. It's quite a nice little trip out, Portlandville. It's very, very busy though, as you can see from all of the little beach huts. Look at that, I don't know if you can see that out there, but there's actually breaking waves.
Yeah.
It's so quiet, so it must just be where the race starts, I guess.
Yeah, that's where the race must be, isn't it?
Might not be able to see that on the camera, but just on the horizon there's loads of breaking waves. It almost looks like you're coming into shore. Loads and loads of fishing boats.
And there's Phil.
Just turn back to the edge of the bill.
Whew, we're nearly round.
Loads of beautiful little swallows or swifts flying around. Gorgeous. This guy, I think, is Lyme pots over here.
We'll go a bit further out. Those yachts cut straight across there, didn't
They did, yeah.
they? So we go from 8 metres, 10 metres, 15, 30, 72. That's the depth.
And then we should be out then, yeah?
Yeah, I would imagine that once you go through that other side, you're completely out of it. Just must be a massive shelf there. Basically a cliff, isn't it? It's a cliff under the sea.
Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of a nice breeze again now.
Into nothing.
Right, you can probably let that sail out a little bit now. Pretty much set up now. We're doing 6.1 to 6.3 knots. We've got a reef still in this mainsail, which I may take out. See if that'll help us a little bit. I don't think we need that now. And we've got full front sail out. We've got a pretty good wind angle now. It's kind of just on this quarter. I'm just wondering whether if I take that sail down or increase its size, whether that's going to make that front sail collapse a little bit more. But we'll see. I've got to go and sort that spinning halyard because that's bashing everything. So I'll go and just deal with that in a minute. But other than that, it's quite nice. We're just watching some big powerboats come past. One just heading right down there to Portland Bill, and then this is a very nice thing just coming past. So we're set now. We've got 36 miles to do to cross this bay, and it's going to take us around 5 hours. So, well, 5 hours and 50 minutes to do this. So. If it stays like this will be lovely. Portland Bill wasn't quite as bad as I was expecting. Whirlpool to death. No whirlpool to death. I think we timed it well though. I think there was a couple of yachts coming through just in front of us. One's actually gone that way, and the other guy's gone off this way somewhere, so they must be going into one of the bays. But yeah, I think we timed that pretty well. So that was 4 hours after, I think it was, but I'll just confirm it. 4 hours after high water at Portland. So we've put our mainsail away, we've just got our front sail out now, and we're actually doing a little bit better. We're back up to 6 knots now, which is good. This is the first time I think we've gone far enough out to not be able to see land. You can see a couple of ships, well, a couple of yachts should I say. There's a yacht over here. There's another guy sailing with us just to this side here. But we can't actually see land now at all, and that's the first time that's ever happened to us. We've gone far enough out not to see land all the way around. It is just over there, it's hidden in the cloud and the mist and the haze. But yeah, that's the first time. We're just coming into to Torquay now, or to the bay anyway. You can start to see some cruise ships. A couple of cruise ships there. We've had music on. We've had an array of snacks, different snacks, books, card games, iPad. We've flown
Ken, the binoculars are out.
Yeah, Big Ken. We've flown the Spinnaker, or what do we think it is?
We've tried to fly the Spinnaker, which we then found out probably isn't a Spinnaker, it's more like a Jenica.
So we're not too sure. We've not rigged that quite. Yeah, so we're not.
Yeah, we tried
about 10 seconds.
No, we had it up longer than that.
Yeah.
About half an hour.
About 10 minutes. So we were
15
like,
minutes.
probably.
15 minutes. So we're not quite sure whether we've rigged that right. We've got a lot of sort of random bits of rope and all sorts of stuff. So we need to really just read the book.
Can someone tell us what we do with this?
What's that?
Yeah, we have no clue.
So we've got that. We've got the sailing manual out. So we try to work out actually what type of sail it is.
Yeah, and I'm eating nuts.
Catherine's eating nuts. So yeah, so we need to do a little bit more investigation on what that is, but we've had a good sail across. I mean, we've done really well. We just really have just lost the wind.
We're finally in Torquay, woo! After 6-7 hours of travelling in the ocean. We are finally in Torquay. It's very pretty here. There's big, and I mean big houses. There's that thing up there. There's this thing right here that looks like a well big mansion. And then there's these houses that have blue houses. I don't know where they are. What are those blue houses over there?
The beach huts.
Yeah. Well, then beach huts
Fish
are
farm
right
as
there.
well that you have to avoid on the way in.
Yes. Right down there.
Yeah.
It's like just there. Just right behind.
Loads of cars.
Yeah. There's quite a lot of huts when you come in, but it is so nice here. It looks really pretty.